Listen, I was trying to record Jay-Z, Beyonce, blah, 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 blah. And it just, because it's trending. But I mean, I'm at a point where it's like, if you don't know that Jay-Z was with Beyonce when she was young, if you don't know that Jay-Z was with Foxy Brown when she was young, then man, you just don't know none of the truth out here in these streets. So if they was messing with little girls when they was little girls and they was grown men, now that they're extra grown men, what make you think they won't mess with little girls? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it kind of is what it is. They the pedos. It probably works. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't understanding it, but it is what it is. The most interesting thing in the news is not the shooter that banged up the guy in whether New York or New Jersey. The fact that he's a liberal college student, which I'm not feeling that at all. Something don't sit right to me about that. Like it just that shit just don't sit right with me. That he just walked up on a man and just hit him in the head cold blood. He honestly he don't even look like the type, but whatever. Um, the most interesting thing is the fact that all over the place they got UFOs and UAPs or drones. I think the more accurate description for them is drones. And now they coming out in the news saying we don't know who the drones are with, where they come from, and then the news media's coming out saying there's drones all over territories in UK. And so I'm sitting there, you know, I'm saying, okay, let me go see if Russia. Let me go to Russian news and see if Russian news is reporting some drones. Guess who ain't got no damn drones nowhere in their news? Russia. I go to look in Chinese news. Translated, it took too long, so I can't speak for Chinese news. But I ain't seen no drones in no Russian news. Oh, it's all the United Nations bad guy nations that basically got an alien invasion going on. I'm like, come on, bro. Now, if you saw it in Russia, let me know, because that would mean that my theory is wrong. But so Donald Trump getting ready to go in office. Now we got a motherfucking alien invasion. We got a virus breaking out in Africa that's like 63% deadly. We got viruses going missing in damn Australia that's popping up in the news that went missing in 2023, that's popping up in 2024. We got war all over the place. We got China surrounding Taiwan. We got North Korea versus South Korea. We got Damascus being about to be fought over. It's like the globalists got their damn wish list. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, let's just run every operation in our playbook. We're going to run the alien invasion. We're going to run the viruses. We're going to run everything. And let's run everything we got left at the people of the world. It's like Satan hit the panic button. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you badgers failing me. Y'all failing me. Do it all now. It's absolutely insanity, man. And I'm finding it amazing how hard it is for these giant drones to break into the news. That's flying all over the place. Because you still got other stuff hitting the news cycle. That's just keeping it out. Now, alternative news media, well, it's all over alternative news media. It's all over the place. Well, I find even more version is, where all the UFO hunters at? This should be prime season for you to be live streaming, driving around in the middle of nowhere looking for UFOs, man. Where the UFO hunters at? You know what I'm saying? Well, where they at? Send me a link to somebody that hunts UFOs. The most interesting out of all the things that's transpired is, if you go buy a drone, or some people who've bought drones that try to put their drones in the air to fly and get close to these vehicles, their drones are being grounded and are not working. Which to me kind of says, hey, Hi, we're your government. We have the codes to all your drones. We know how to jam them. We don't want you flying near our new spaceship and seeing that it's a human being in there. You know what I'm saying? No, don't come up here by us. It's quite frankly, it's amazing. It's exciting times, though, man. You know what I'm saying? When you really think about it, it's exciting times. You know what I'm saying? It's really exciting times. My trading didn't go as well today as it did yesterday, mainly because I kept getting distracted because my phone kept ringing. So yesterday's profit and loss was over 500. Today's profit and loss is like $50. I've been trying to recoup 50, but I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Once you take so many losses, you got to sit down and chill out. You know what I'm saying? But as I read through the news and look at the news, it's just absolutely amazing to me. We got Liz Cheney saying that she ain't did nothing wrong with January 6th committee. We got Donald Trump talking to people, trying to explain to them, basically, I'm gonna put your ass in jail without saying he gonna put you in jail. We got UFOs and aliens popping up all over the place. And then there's fake videos coming out where it's AI, where they're saying, oh, people are being abducted, which, of course, that's going to add to it. We got people going missing in the Carolinas because cryptids is taking them and eating their asses. We got because the FBI is now getting ready to be put under scrutiny. Now they're indicting everybody in their mama. Everybody getting indicted now. 5-year investigations closing. Indictments all over people's asses. Everywhere. I'm getting phone calls from people, man, you know homie got indicted. Yeah, I heard about that. They're indicting everybody. You want to know why? Because now they got to prove their worth. And they got to bring somebody down instead of just sitting there playing around playing games. That's a very dangerous time for some people. Not for me, but some people. Real dangerous for some people. It's just wow. I mean, it's really wild what's going on out here in these streets. I'm gonna circle back to the Jay-Z P. Diddy thing real quick. And I ain't gonna be long. Because quite frankly, I'm a little bit cold. You know, when Jaguar Wright came out and said that Jay-Z was a monster, you could kind of see that he was a monster with how he handled his business partner, Damon Dash. Now, I remember back in the day when that breakup happened, I had a couple of business partners I was talking to. And I was like, he had to do Dame the way he did him. That was bad business. And he was like, well, man, that's business. That's how business goes. I said, nah, bro, that's not how business goes. I said, that's somebody who wants to be the man and wants to destroy his business partner. I said, it's stronger if his homie still got money. And people looked up to him. Jay-Z, Sean Carter. They looked up to him. And I remember looking at it saying, yeah, that's a foul Negro. That's a foul Negro that want to be the man. And it showed you who the man really was, that he wasn't the man, even though in the public's eye, he was the man of men. It wasn't about how the public perceived him, it was how he perceived himself. And that's what things go wrong with most people. You know what I'm saying? The public can view you as being the greatest, smartest, most entertaining person on the planet, but then you look at the mirror and you see yourself, you compare yourself to another man, trying to be better than him, or wanting to dominate, instead of taking the territory you got and doing what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how all the drama always gets started. Somebody won't beat somebody else instead of being themselves. Let me tell y'all something, ladies and gentlemen. You can only be the best you. You can't beat me. You ain't been through what I've been through. I damn sure can't beat you because I don't know what the hell you've been through. But you can be a damn phenomenal version of yourself. Don't run around trying to be everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You add in the fact that absolutely Puffy is snitching. You know Puff snitching. Without a doubt, he snitching. Ain't no doubt about it. P did his snitching left and right. And ain't no telling who else done sat down and had a conversation after they brought Puffy in there. But you can look at Puffy and tell he evil. If you ever been around an evil person, it's always in their eyes and in their eyebrows. And the more evil they are, they try to arch their eyebrows to make themselves look menacing. They want to look like the devil, so they arch their eyebrows and all the rest of the stuff to make themselves look menacing. Everything about them is to make them look menacing and evil and intimidating and I'll get you. That's how they do it. That's the ones that turned over to evil. You know what I'm saying? They're 100% gone. Yep. 100% gone. Buying Trouble is getting ready to go into a book. I got so many little things I'm trying to fix all at once, man. I'm waiting on the cover to come back. I'm really excited about this design. Because what Buying Trouble is getting ready to convert into is kind of almost like a 48 Laws of Power for spiritual warfare. Kind of. Close. As it's converted over. I think that's going to be a bestseller. Oh, yeah, truly going to be a bestseller. Caitlin Clark ruined her career over woke stuff. Oh, really? There's been a lot of people that have ruined their careers over wokeness. I didn't know Ryan Clark, the guy that's all on TV, that's an activist. I knew when I looked at Ryan Clark, he looked like he was crazy. Like when you look in Ryan Clark's eyes, he looked like he not all the way there. I watched him on like Fox Sports. Well, he'll do little things, and you can look in Ryan Clark's eyes and say, man, something not all the way there with that man. Then I saw an interview with him with Mike Tomlinson where Mike Tomlinson was talking about how he had lost his mind and how he came in and basically he needed to go to the loony bin. Which I think is amazing because if you don't really pay attention to people, those of you who don't know who Ryan Clark is, he's a black sports commentator that's always dipping his hands into politics. But we got a mental patient commenting on politics. A man that's known for being mentally ill, not having a concussion, but being mentally ill, spending time in an insane asylum. And I'm sitting there saying, damn, how much do you hate Negroes that that's what you present to them to talk about politics? Something that's blatantly obvious, the man is mentally ill. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's insane. It's insane. And he was telling a story about, in his mind, how he had assembled a whole football team, and the only thing he needed was Mike Tomlinson, the coach, to coach the team. So he went to the coach with his roster for his team, and the coach was like, if you was my son, you wouldn't be going through none of this. Yeah, you should have locked his behind up. Locked him up. Put him away on the second floor of somebody's hospital or the third floor in Charity. Lock him away and let him chill for a while, get it together. You can always tell when somebody lost their mind. I had a friend of mine that kind of lost it, and he would come in and out of it. But you can always tell when he popped up with them crazy ass eyes, man. You can look in his eyes and say, oh, no, you ain't normal right now, dog. Something not right with you. You know what I'm saying? Something not right. I don't think Trump give a damn about no cryptid dog man squatch domain. Nobody really care about that, bro. I don't anybody give a shit about that at all. It's crazy because birds been circling all day today like they've been lost. I noticed that earlier. Birds just circling around like they're tired, and then they'll land, and they'll start circling again. Almost like they done lost their mind. I tell you what, Trump will release, or Cash Patel will release the that Epstein list and that Diddy list. That's what the world is concerned about. That's gonna burn them down. I mean, it really will burn the deep state down. And man, we got 220 people and 92 likes, man. Y'all be playing with me. That's just y'all down bad for that. Tap the screen. Um, that's what needs to be released. That's something that affects the overall health of the entire world. Like we need to get, like we need to expose the fact that Bill Gates is not a good guy. So he can stop parading around on TV with his little Mr. Rogers sweaters on, like, I care about the world. The world is great. I want to help the children. We need to expose all that. All that stuff need to come out. ASAP. Fauci need to be exposed, even though he's been exposed. ASAP. Like, those are the kind of important things that need to come out for the sake of humanity. And that's where we're at. We're dealing with big ticket items for the sake of humanity. I'll say this for the crypto world. I predicted, and of course I was right, predicted 3 years ago that as time went on, things will start to be revealed to people that would add more credibility to those people who were in the supernatural cryptid field. I said that things will come out that would add more credibility, where there would be people who came to you for answers because they didn't know the answers. You saw it where Congress went to people about UAPs and UFOs and all the rest of this. That was like 5 years ago I predicted that because you could see it coming. There were no subject matter experts on things that they could tap into. And of course, the subject matter experts that they tapped into, when they started questioning them, they're going to be things that the Congress and the Senate are not read into. They don't have information on. So that's going to keep on going on. But the cryptid field missed this big moment when the report came out on that. Nobody covered it. Nobody covered it at all when the report came out on the cryptids. When it talked about the genetic modification of human embryos. I think I was the only person that covered it. That was the moment that everybody needed to seize, but nobody seized it. Nobody seized it. Some of you guys are going to be getting reached out to for these roundtable discussions real soon. We're working through getting some guests to come on the show. Got about 8 people lined up that I think will be great. I got a couple of, the issue is now getting, I got plenty of dudes. I got plenty of conservative females. Now I need to get a couple of liberal females that want to talk. And the problem is you have to have an extensive conversation with people to make them understand the rules and regulations of the conversations, so we don't be going too left during the conversation. I don't want nobody sitting there arguing and fighting and going crazy and crying and all the rest of this stuff. And at the same time, I don't want people who's just flat out retarded either that you can't hold a conversation with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm weaving my way through that, all while doing a couple other things. That's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be super duper exciting. Because that's one thing you don't really have um, in the mainstream media is open, free flowing conversations. And I stopped like doing conversations like that, letting people on my channel to hold discussions and conversations because what ends up happening is a person wants to build a brand off your back, and then when they build their brand off your back, they lose their mind. So I'm vetting people for that as well. Like you signing documents, a whole nine this time around. Everybody wants exposure. Nobody want to put in the work. That's just how it is. Everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon. So we're vetting through those people as well. I prefer the people who don't really want a whole bunch of exposure. They just got something they want to say. But I'm going to have to let a few people in that want to shine just to make it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it interesting. I was posting on Facebook that there was a vigilante running around the city. And I started getting some phone calls. And it's amazing that and I didn't really think about it until somebody explained it to me. After Katrina, when MS-13 came down here, there's a couple of other cartels that came into New Orleans. There was not a lot of police presence in New Orleans. And they did a lot of damage to people while there was no police presence. And then the police show up, things calm down, they move on, and Joe Biden decided he was going to open the border. And so then they came back. And there's some people who didn't forget what they did when they first came. And they're not taking it too lightly, man. It's wild. They're not taking it too lightly at all. Vigilante or revenge? The way I see it, that looks like revenge, and it smells like revenge to me. And it's one of those revenges where they don't care who it is. It's dangerous, man. Real damn dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Real damn dangerous. In the news, Christopher Wray, the FBI director, is stepping down. I mean, my opinion, what else you gonna do? You raided the incoming president's house. Went through all his personal things. I think you might want to step down and resign. And you might want to move out the country and move to another place. I mean, damn. I don't know how, I don't know how people even questioned whether he would be the FBI director again. I mean, it's pure insanity. Why would you be the FBI director moving forward? I mean, why? Why would you even think that you're going to be the FBI director? Why would the media even say, oh, if you plan on firing him, you fucking right, he getting fired? I'll give Donald Trump the credit for having the grace to say things the way they should be said for the purposes of TV. Because I quite frankly, I'd have been like, yeah, the son of a bitch is fucking fired right now. He might as well pack his bags right now. He's fired. And they'd be like, well, you know, you're going to fire him because we're going to do a special counsel. Do your fucking special counsel. He's fired. I'm sorry. Not only is he fired, but everybody underneath his ass is fired. but he didn't say it in his interview, which I think is cool because he has discipline, man. That man is extremely disciplined. But I don't know if you guys saw the last interview where he was with the witch. I call her a witch because I cannot stand this lady. She was the one that was like double teaming him in the debate. I don't know if you guys noticed the look in his face. No, not even the look on his face, the look in his eyes when he was talking to her. He went on to tell her, he said, you would be good if you would be balanced. But the look in his eyes, man. I've seen that look before the man. That's when the time is right, I'm kicking everybody's butt. But for the moment, I'm holding it all back. But when the time is right, everybody getting their butt whooped. That's what we were looking at, and that's what we were seeing. Oh, Donald J. Trump, the one and only President of the United States. We got the war between Mag and Magog, or a war of Mag and Magog being set up over there around old Damascus. It's not a good thing. Biblical war being set up. We got a lot of bad stuff going on. Yeah, it's just crazy because it's all at once. I mean, everything all at once. Quite frankly, it's a little bit unfair to humanity, but when you think about it, humanity brought it on ourselves, and we did it to ourselves. You know? We did it to ourselves. Damn it. Yep. Terrible, terrible thing that we've done. And hopefully it can be undone. I don't know. Maybe it will be. Maybe it won't be. I think I'll be good either way it goes. But we will find out. Ladies and gentlemen, we will find out. I think I'm going to go get me a nice Asian meal. I'm thinking about some orange chicken. Maybe some shrimp fried rice. I'm not sure. But I think that's what I'm going to get. And then I'll head on over and have a couple of sit downs and cigars with some people and see what's going on with them. All right, guys, I just want to check in with you. I love you and I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys later. Deuces. Deuces. Hey, don't get abducted by no aliens between now and tomorrow, man. If they roll up on you, man, start shooting. Start shooting, man. Start shooting.